Hey guys, it's Mandy. Just got back from the gym and I'm so excited to share my first video with you guys. I was originally hoping it was going to be a grocery haul, but unfortunately, well, I won't say unfortunately because I have a ton of food in my kitchen, but unfortunately for videoing purposes, I already did my 2 big grocery shopping trips and they're actually like crazy big, so that won't be happening anytime soon. But I figured since I have all that food in my kitchen that I would love to share like a fridge/pantry tour with you guys. And I said my kitchen, but it's really my parents' kitchen. My husband, Mike, and I are currently living in my parents' house. We just moved back from out of state and are renovating a house nearby. So all the products you see in there are mine and theirs. I will be showing you the stuff that we've bought since I've been here. Some of it is not plant-based, and that has been stuff that I have bought, and that is because I am the only plant-based person in this house. Everyone is becoming more health conscious. It might be because I'm whispering their ear. Not here to judge anyone. I will be showing you what I do to buy products that aren't plant-based and just do the best I can for my husband and my parents. So, if you guys are ready and this sounds interesting, please follow me into the kitchen. As you can see, the first thing I have are some non-dairy milks. Not only am I plant-based, I also have a tree nut allergy. So my go-to is normally coconut milk. I know that's also a tree nut. I'm not allergic to it though. So my go-to is normally coconut milk. I do not drink a lot of non-dairy milk. This is like a full carton, and I got it a couple weeks ago. That's the other great thing about non-dairy milks is they last a fairly long time. The downfalls of coconut milk for me, excuse me, lack of protein, and you do get a strong coconutty taste to everything you put it in, which I usually don't mind, but sometimes I do want something more bland, and for that I get my soy milk. It is unsweetened and it has quite a bit more protein in it. The one downfall of these are some of the extra ingredients in here. I would love to find something a little more natural to use, but these work for now. Next, you can see, as I so kindly labeled, I have almond milk for Mike, which he really rarely uses. He doesn't usually drink that much milk anymore. He used to drink dairy milk like crazy, but yeah. I also bought my family this almond and cashew with oats blend, which I'm super jealous of. I would love to try this. I've heard such great things about cashew milk, but I would end up in the hospital if I tried. So continuing on, I bought this ketchup the other day. I needed ketchup for a recipe and I didn't want to use my family's regular ketchup, so I got this organic one. There's just a little simpler ingredients in there, and yeah, I don't use ketchup all that often, but that's why that's in there. I bought this quite a while ago during the holidays when I used to have coffee fairly often sitting around with my family after dinners. We're Italian, so that's kind of something that we do normally. But it was just a non-dairy option to add into my coffees. I do not drink coffee at home all that often. I do work at Starbucks, so if I'm going to have a coffee, it's normally at work when it's free. And yeah, I just don't normally use this. It's very full, but it's a great option. And it was super easy to find at my local grocery store chain, which is Giant Eagle. Last thing I have on this shelf that I want to show to you, that is mine, is this coconut water. I got this with the intent to start drinking some more smoothies, which I would still love to add into my routine. And I've also heard that coconut water is just great for hydration. I bought this particular one because there are no sugars added, and the only ingredient is coconut water. I have heard just kind of horror stories about different kinds of ways that they can sneak not so great stuff for you into coconut milks. So I'm hoping that's a good brand. I have not used that much of it yet. So if you have any suggestions about that, please let me know. Moving down to the second shelf. There we go. As you can see, not everyone in my house is plant-based. That's why we have some eggs right there. But on top of these eggs, not the alfalfa sprout lid, on top of the eggs we have some tempeh. I have not eaten, cooked, or worked with this product at all yet. It is, like tofu, it is a soy product, but this is a fermented soy product, so that offers some extra benefits, some good bacteria to add into your diet. Oops, sorry. And as you can see, there's a good amount of protein in there. I'm looking forward to trying this. It does last a while. It says till July 2018. So it does last a while, so I'm just thinking of a bunch of different recipes I could add that into. I do try to limit my soy intake, So that's something I would use sparingly. I also have some alfalfa sprouts in here. That's something I try to get every time I go grocery shopping, some sort of sprouts. They're very nutrient dense for their size. They're a living food, so they add a great amount of nutrients to your diet as well as some good bacteria, and they're very cheap. Moving on, here I made some strawberry rhubarb spread. I had bought rhubarb, which I've never done before, my last grocery shopping trip, and I didn't really know what to make with it, and I saw a recipe for this jam, and I just thought I would love to give it a try. All I did was boil water, put in the rhubarb and strawberries, and add a little tiny bit of agave. It is tart, but I really enjoy it. I put on my oatmeals in the morning. I've also made a wrap with it with banana and natural peanut butter. So yeah. It's very good. Over here we have, I bought this product a while ago and my husband used to consume it quite a bit and has slowed down to basically, I mean, this container feels pretty full, so I feel like he doesn't really eat it that much anymore. It's just a cream cheese replacement called Tofutti. We found it at Giant Eagle. Over here is a hummus. I liked it because it was a local brand, and if you check out the ingredients, I normally make my own hummus. I love using hummus. I will put some lemon juice in it and use it as a salad dressing. I use it all the time. But just for the convenience factor, I thought this would be a great little find to bring home. If you look at the ingredients, everything in there is what I would put into my own hummus, which is a great quality to have in a packaged product. Up here, you can see this is some cooked tofu. I believe I baked it in some poultry seasoning quite a while ago. It does not look very appetizing, but I'll throw this on a wrap. I believe I made that about a week ago. Yeah. I don't really consume tofu or meat replacements often at all, but that is there. Just trying to scooch stuff around so you can actually see. Here is a salad that we had the other night with our dinner. It is romaine lettuce, cucumbers, tomatoes, carrots, and bean sprouts. Yeah, so that's just sitting in there. Some leftovers for someone to pick through later on. Back here is my trusty garlic. I bought this quite a while ago, and after I go through it, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get just like more natural whole garlic, but this was very convenient for the time that I bought it. And yeah, it's great to add garlic to all sorts of meals. Back here you can see my little array of different kombuchas. I believe the brand's name is Kavita or Kavita. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it. But they were on sale at my local grocery store. I don't know all that much about kombucha, so I thought I would give it a try, get a bunch of different kinds, see if there's anything in there that my family would enjoy as well. Let me just move these back up here so we can get down to that third shelf. There's not a whole ton of my stuff on this third shelf. A lot of it is like spreads and pickles and stuff that I don't really eat. I really don't like pickles. So I'll show you the few things that are mine. As you can see, I go through lemons a lot. I will cut them in half, squeeze them into my water, onto a salad or something like that, and then realize there's still juice in them and throw them back in the fridge. That's why they're like a ton of like little halfy guys. This is some sauerkraut, which is also a local brand. I am not a huge fan of sauerkraut, but my father is. That's why I originally bought it. I am trying to get more into fermented foods. So this one is great because it is raw, has probiotics, and like I said, is fermented. And if you turn it around, you can see that all the ingredients that are in here are cabbage, kosher salt, garlic, whiskey, and dill. So, yeah. Plus, I just thought it was like very cute, and I love supporting local businesses. This is something that was bought for me quite a while ago. I don't use it all that often. I have used it to make dips by adding some other stuff in it, like lemon juice or a little bit of ketchup or something like that. Use it very, very, very rarely. But yeah, it's just like a little vegan replacement for mayonnaise. But as you can see, there's some like extra ingredients in there that I'm not a super fan of. But here's the last thing that I will show you on this shelf of mine, and that is these natural peanut butters. I was able to get this Justin's peanut butter for free off of Amazon Pantry. That's why I have it in here. I do enjoy it, but I noticed that there is an extra palm oil ingredient in with the peanuts, which in a lot of natural peanut butters that you can find, it's just the peanuts. Another thing to note, that if you're looking at a natural peanut butter, at the supermarket, please turn it around and look at the ingredients. There's all sorts of things that they consider natural that you don't need in your peanut butter. Like I said, there's this like extra little palm oil in there that I don't necessarily need. I mean, I don't hate it. I don't hate that it's in there, but I would rather just go straight for the peanuts. So yeah, so those are my little peanut butters that I consume a couple times a week. I like to put them on my oatmeal, make little wraps for snacks with them. Yeah, you know how peanut butter works. Moving down here, in this container, it probably looks disgusting. It's just some steel cut oats. I believe my dad made those the other day. This is the little Thai bowl that my mom bought for lunch for some time this week. I don't know too much about it, but yeah, that's what that is. As you can see peeking back there, my dad got some Chinese takeout the other day. I'm not quite sure what that is, but just peeking out back there. Over here, here's some blueberries. When I first went grocery shopping, I believe I bought like 3 packages of those. I love snacking on blueberries. I'll just fill a little bowl with them and I'll take that with me when I'm working like on my computer or whatever. They're just easy to grab and go. Then we have some strawberries. I also have some strawberries down there. And what I usually do, I always buy 2 containers when I buy strawberries. And usually what I'll do is I'll leave one in their container whole as is. And usually I will cut up the other one just so it's easy to put on top of salads and in oatmeal and that sort of thing. I guess this week I was lazy because they are both still whole and in their containers. The last thing on this shelf is this little protein box from Starbucks. Like I mentioned, I work at Starbucks and I do get a free food item during my shift. I don't consume a lot of the food products they have there. If I'm very hungry, I will make myself like a blueberry oatmeal. But usually that's not the case. I can bring my own snacks. So I get this one for my husband just to eat in the morning. Like I said, he is not plant-based, and the alternative to this is he would probably make a frozen breakfast sandwich, stop at a gas station or McDonald's, or maybe just skip breakfast altogether. So this is a great option for him. There is this muesli bread in here that is just so delicious, and I really want to learn how to make it in a bigger portion because it is so good. And there's also a little Justin's peanut butter in there. So that's what he eats in the morning usually before work. And then not even lastly, but this is the last shelf. Here you'll see that I always like to grab some leafy greens. I always have baby spinach. This time I got arugula. I normally get kale. I always forget that I'm not like the hugest fan of arugula, but we throw it into salads and yeah. It's fine for what it is, but I do enjoy kale more. And if you're rolling your eyes at me enjoying kale, I have to show you how I prepare it. I'll show you in a different video, but I used to hate it until I learned what you're supposed to do before you cook it or before you even eat it raw. So yeah, I'll show you that later. Over here, you can see that we have some green beans. I'll eat these raw or steam them. Down here, there's zucchini. I always have zucchini. Zucchini's been a staple in our fridge since before I even became plant-based. They're just very versatile. I put them on pasta, make pasta with them, eat them raw, cooked, sauteed, even baked. I include them in a lot of my bakery. So yeah, and I already showed you guys these strawberries. And down here is just some chicken that my parents had for dinner the other night. And here is our produce drawer. Right here is just some, I believe this is fresh basil. I also have some rosemary. Nothing really in the shelves on the door of the fridge are mine, but I do have this rosemary that I bought. I do like having fresh herbs, but normally when I buy them, I don't go through them very quickly. So I just need to fix that. I also would love to grow my own. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. Back here we have some mushrooms. I always have some sort of mushroom. My husband loves them, so I like to add them into meals. Makes them a little heartier as well. More lemons, like I said. I love squeezing them on wraps, just sauteed vegetables, you know, all the works. We have an avocado down here. I buy those very sparingly. They are expensive, especially now when they're not in season, but I will occasionally get them. I believe they're on sale for 99 cents each. So yeah, I'll put that on a piece of bread. I'll mash it up. I do all sorts of stuff with avocados. So then we just have a cucumber. I don't often buy cucumbers, but my mom likes them in her salad, so I picked one up. And then over here, she has 2 bags of regular carrots. I find that when I buy myself baby carrots, I don't go through them that often, so I picked up these shredded carrots this time, or carrot sticks, matchsticks, whatever they're called. And they've just been easier to add to salads and to recipes and that sort of thing. So that's what I like about those. I'm just gonna show you one more thing. This is like the meat and cheese drawer, so I'm not in here basically ever. I bought these a long time ago, these vegan Go Veggie American style vegan slices. They don't really add anything to my meal, so I think I've had like one slice out of there. Just not really a huge fan. I'll never really buy those again. And then like I was stating, my husband is not plant-based, and he does enjoy like a turkey breast wrap or sandwich, so I got him these. I just checked out the ingredients and tried to find the most natural option I could. As you can see, I also love a good deal. So yeah, that's what I do. I just try to make sure there's as least amount of ingredients as possible, and I know how to pronounce all of them. So that's what's in our fridge. So yeah. Alright guys, well I hope you enjoyed the little tour. I hope you found some of the information useful. If you have any suggestions for me, please leave them below. I want this to be a community, so go ahead and write down your comments, questions, concerns, suggestions, anything like that, and I would love to get some feedback. If you have any ideas for future videos or things that you want to see from me, go ahead and leave that below as well. If you liked this video, give me a thumbs up, and if you want to see more like it in the future, go ahead and subscribe. I do just want to touch on quickly, I know the quality of this video is not the greatest. I am working on it. I just wanted to get some content out there and kind of feel how it's going to go before I spend money on getting like a better camera. But with that, I wanted to just tell you how grateful and thankful I am that you guys are interested in this information. I just really enjoy sharing. And I also want to touch on the fact that I do not claim to be an expert in any of these areas that I'm going to be talking about. I'm so open for suggestions. And if you have information you think that would be interesting for me, I love to educate myself and try to learn a little bit every single day. And I think that it just makes the experience that much better to kind of share our knowledge and do this journey together. So with that, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much again, and I look forward to seeing you again soon in my next video. All right, bye guys. Thank you.